All right, welcome to the January team meeting of the Johnson, Foreman, and Robertson teams. We are going to go ahead and jump in and get started. So we'll angle you guys so you can kind of see the front here. All right, come on in, ladies and ladies.
I'm just saying just because, you know, we'll end up with lots of
I think I'm sitting at somewhere else.
come on over.
I warmed this spot up. I didn't know if they were sitting here, they put their stuff there, or if someone was sitting there and they put their stuff there.
Yeah, just grab a seat, you're fine.
I warmed this one up for you.
Thank you.
All right. All right, so this is our February team meeting, our last one of the current selling season. So hopefully by now you've visited the name tag table and have your name tag. You visited the stats table and filled out whatever sales you have. You've entered our raffles. So we have our catalog raffle. So if you brought a new catalog to enter into the raffle, make sure you contribute and take a ticket. If you, what's the other one? The product raffle that's over there, product bag raffle, and you want to be in that product bag raffle. And then, so that's first sale, first, what are you gonna, are you shopping smack already? You don't have any cash?
I might actually give it.
There you go. So you don't have to worry about KCB. Yeah. So the catalog raffle, they are one ticket is $2. 3 ticket is $5 or 10 for 10. So the more you buy, the more likely it is for you to walk away with a surprise bag. All right. And then please make sure, Casey, did you have everybody sign the bottom of the stat sheet?
I was starting to sign people in.
Okay. So
I didn't get everybody.
all right, so we need to, maybe if you can grab that and circulate it around. We need to make sure that you sign in on the stats table because that's like my record going forward of different things so that for you guys to be here. And then we are currently working on filling our BHAG board, which stands for Big, Hairy, Audacious Goal. So we talked about that at the last meeting. And so between the last month, we've been working on getting it full with everyone's goals. So I challenged my team today to do yours. So you guys are all going to be in a drawing for that in a little while. And then I do want to welcome 2 brand new consultants, Valerie, and do you prefer Kim or Kimberly?
Kim.
Kim, okay. And you prefer Valerie, right?
Or
okay.
no,
Either one. Okay. I don't like Tiff. That's why I like to ask.
Kimberly is a little too formal.
Okay, so Kim is fine. Okay. So Kim, what intrigued you to join Paper Chef?
Well, I've been a consultant before,
and
I wanted to step out of my comfort zone and do it again.
Yeah.
But I love the whole concept of just getting out there, meeting new people, talking to new people, and doing the one thing I love, cooking.
So this to you.
It's always a good thing to be able to do what you love.
Yes.
And do it with products that you love.
Yeah.
And then share it with everybody.
And I didn't pay her to say any of that. All right, Val, what about you? What? Yes. Ditto, hashtag, whatever, all that. Well, that is awesome. Well, we also have a guest here tonight. Monique is considering the business. No, we've got a plan. We have a plan in place, okay? So she will be here. So I also want to welcome our Zoomers that are here. So it looks like Lisa is joining us here on Zoom. We'll probably have a couple more people pop in on the screen here throughout the meeting. But we got Lisa on there right now.
Stacy.
If you guys could come in and have a seat, that'd be great because we got to get this meeting rolling.
We're just doing our stats.
Come on, I need you because you're the one leading the training.
I can be there in just a second, but Stacy's doing her stats.
I always see my guys in your prep.
Amy has the first training tonight, so she is going to explain that to you guys.
So you're going to need a pen. If you don't have a pen, let me know and I'll bring you one. Does anybody need a pen? Yeah, we're going to write on this.
I do.
Let me find your pen. Hold on.
We got a couple of pens.
I got a whole pin bag.
Look at you. I like you already.
Lord, are they all different colors? Yes, I have purple, blue, black.
She fits in well.
All right, she's got
Oh,
her
you
pens.
have
Okay. We're good? Okay. All right.
He's weird.
Okay, so last time we were here, we got to meet the new products and touch them a little bit, but we're going to get real personal tonight. This is our second date, okay? With the new stuff, so we're going to get up on it a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
I'm afraid my paper cut your face.
You're probably gonna break into groups in a second, so you won't be in your final resting place.
Okay.
I'm not sure how Amy's gonna do that yet.
Okay, you're fine. I won't run you over. Promise. Okay. Before we split up and talk about products, a quick review of what the difference between a feature and a benefit is. And it's very important when you are discussing products with your customers, have a healthy mix of both. Just like you should have a healthy mix of chocolate and peanut butter. Features and benefits are both important, okay? So who can off the bat tell me what a feature is? Let's talk about, let me throw a product out there that we can all talk about, okay? One of our iconic products is our food chopper that you hold by the neck and smack on the head. So what would a feature of our food chopper be?
It can go in a dishwasher.
It's dishwasher safe. How is that a benefit?
You don't have to wash it by hand.
Easy cleanup, you don't have to wash it by hand. Okay, so features are intrinsic to the product, benefits are how they help us, and that's kind of what we want to be looking at, okay? So you will see on your meet and greet here, you've got a few columns. When you write down who will love it, you don't have to be like Sharon. Okay? You can if you want, but you might want to think in a broader category. You know, like when we took the deep covered baker and downsized it to the round covered baker and added that to our line, we were thinking empty nesters, college, singles. That's who would love it, okay? Features and benefits have a good mix of both of those. Your cross sells, products that would naturally go with. So when you buy a cookie sheet from me, I'm going to ask you, do you need a mini serving spatula? Do you need a cookie scoop? Okay, that's a cross sell. How would you use that product to get a booking or a recruit lead? And how could you sell this product to people outside of the show? So how would you talk about it other than demoing it at a party? Okay, so we have 3 groups. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It couldn't have been divisible by 3. Okay, that's okay. So what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Do you remember your number?
Lisa.
Oh, Lisa. Oh, right. 9. Okay, we do have 9. Okay, so Lisa's a 3. Okay, so remember 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if my 1s, because 3s have to be kind of over here. Okay, we'll do 2s here, and then 1s over there.
Okay.
And I will bring you your bag of products. And you're going to work on the products that I give you. And then we're going to reconvene and discuss. So,
Lisa.
Sorry.
You're number 1, of course you're number 1.
All right, so how many twos are there?
There's 3 of each of you. Wait, are
number
you guys,
one?
are you guys number 1?
I can lower her so that she's closer. I'm just switch angles right there.
Number 3. Right there.
All right, Gabrielle.
See what happened was.
In your bag, there is a paper. Okay, handwriting right here, that's your product. You, in your group, you can write on this paper. Okay, this is our master copy.
All right, you're my
All
master
right,
copy.
and then you can take notes for yourself on the other one. Okay.
The master copy, I'm gonna end up scanning into the notes so that everybody can have those.
All right.
Lisa, you there with us?
Me?
Oh gosh, I can't even hear Lisa.
Alexa, set a timer for 12 minutes.
All right. Lisa, I can't hear you.
Okay,
But
That's okay.
because everyone's talking, I can kind of hear you. Anyways,
Okay.
first tool is our new tool turnabout.
okay,
It comes apart.
that's a good feature
It's a good feature. Why is this a good feature, Lisa?
because you can put it in 2 different spots.
You can put it in 2 different spots. So it's separated. That is a feature. It's separated.
Does that help?
Okay, Lisa, what else? Did you know that it comes with a spoon rest?
That's awesome.
So is that a feature or a benefit?
I would think that's a benefit.
I would say it's a feature, and the fact that you can use it is a benefit. Maybe. Yes.
I would say it's feature.
Feature
Because
spoon rest,
with the product,
and then it's benefits because it tucks away.
Yeah.
It's just not really neat.
Hitting contrast.
Stacy.
Okay, let's see what else we got here. Ready, Lisa?
Yes. Oh, multicolored utensils.
But this one is.
All right.
Wait, I don't think.
I guess it's a combination.
Okay.
Maybe it's a feature.
So.
She wrote it in the wrong spot.
Okay.
All right, so
The spoon.
wait, let's go back to
Who will love it?
okay. So who will love Lisa? Who's gonna love this?
I think everyone's, well,
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna love it. Courtney,
cook
who's
in the
going to love
kitchen.
this? Courtney.
And I learned
Yeah.
today that paper
It's
check
the cook that's gonna love it.
The cooks are gonna love it.
And I want to say.
Courtney, you're on our team. You have to talk to me today. So you can unmute
Not the
yourself.
The pan is.
And you have to take the
I was gonna say everyone, anybody who's in
Everyone.
the kitchen.
Okay,
Yeah.
so wait,
You don't have to take it off to put it in the dishwasher, just dishwasher
And
safe.
then
cross out. Oh, so what are you gonna use this to cross sell?
Plus, and the dishwasher.
Oh, yeah, your utensils.
I love it, Lisa. So Courtney, what we're doing right now is we're going over the features and benefits of the new products. We're each divided up into a couple different groups. So a feature is the fact that this separates into two different things. The benefit of that can be that you can have it in two different places. Does that make sense? So the feature would be that this comes out, and the benefit is that it saves space.
That way you can look at that too. What else you got?
how to get a booking.
Oh, how do you get a booking or recruit using this? Courtney's face, she's like,
Yeah, me too. I
um,
do virtual parties, so
oh, you can do a virtual party and get this for free.
yeah.
This is what, $20?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's something. I don't know. I haven't learned prices yet.
That's no prices yet either.
I'm still in the old catalog in the
Me
brain.
too. I just put it, just a virtual party. We got to move on to the next item. All right. Courtney, what's a feature?
I can't say it.
How would we get a book?
I hope you watch this.
They're Amy's.
You know, I have not watched them yet, but they will get it. I will go one.
I love having Zoom. Courtney, what's a feature?
Is it nylon
my
still?
kids.
They're still nylon.
Just kidding.
Is it because they're pretty?
Feel like nylon to me.
Well, they're pretty colors, right? That's a feature.
Here you go. Here's your info on it.
They're very
Here's your
bright.
info.
What's the benefit to these?
Dishwasher safe.
I mean, you won't have trouble finding them in your.
I like
little
it. She says you won't have
thing.
trouble finding them.
That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
new colors.
I agree. It doesn't say what it's made of. It just says includes
that say?
and then 1 year dishwasher
Oh.
safe. And the use and care cards are in the back.
Made of
too.
nylon.
Made of nylon. There you go.
Look,
Not feel like nylon, does it?
I mean, it does not feel like my pantyhose, so no.
Stop it. I don't want to feel your pantyhose.
Okay, this says add a pop of color to any kitchen. Coordinate with our coded cutlery. Oh, they coordinate with our cutlery.
Ooh, cross sell.
Cross out, cross out, cross out. Hey, get this. You can get it as a set too now.
Here's
And they're perfect for first time kitchen and apartment. That's who our
There you go.
target people is.
Who will love it? First time.
like
Kitchen
kitchen.
owners?
Yes.
Hey, Karen.
I know. I think
Your group is growing.
Yeah.
I know Gia's got to keep up with us now. All right. I want to know. Okay, our next product. So Karen, what we're doing is we are looking at some of our new products, and we're gonna say what is a feature of it and what is a benefit of it.
So, is that the multi-pot and steamer?
This is
Are
the
we doing it together?
This is the multi-pot and steamer. Yeah, I'm doing it
Okay, so
together.
let's do it together.
Okay. Multi-pot and steamer.
Love it, love it, love it.
Who loves it, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay. What is a feature to the multi-pot and steamer?
Yeah, that would be a good booking.
The lid will tip up.
Say that again.
The lid will tip up.
The lid tips up.
But right now, all new.
That's right. So
You guys have it. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay.
yeah, so it tips up and it stores. And the benefit of that is that the condensation doesn't drip all over the table, right, Amy?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Amy.
How'd it work out for you? How'd it work out for you?
So Amy brought her pot today, and I took the lid up, and I went to go like do this to it, and all the condensation just fell onto the table.
Or fell onto the floor.
It's already
broken.
So
No.
by the grace of God, I just dropped this on Gia's almost other broken foot. So when you take it off, I kind of realized you should probably like lift it over the pot and then hook it up. Because
a little.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
One thing I did find when I was
Who will
cooking
love
that
this?
soup is that you can't
I will love it.
offset these from that.
You said everyone, Lisa?
Yes.
Put a baby in there. Put a baby in there.
Big family.
Large families?
Large
Good
families.
families? What's another
Italians. Pasta.
What's another feature of the pot? Courtney, I'm calling you out. You know it's dishwasher
Hey
safe.
guys, we're almost halfway through our time, so if you haven't touched all your products, you might want to.
Right? Alexa, how much time is left?
The steamer dishwasher safe too, yeah.
All right. So our next product are the Pixicle cups, ice cream cups.
And there's info about them right here.
Okay. Karen, what is a feature of the new cups?
Non-drip stuff.
What is it?
You can put stuff in and it won't drip all over the kids' hands.
Okay, so it collects, drips. The little feature is that it drips into it.
Okay.
Less
mess.
Maybe 2 pages in with the index is.
You see.
It's reusable.
It has drip catcher lids. Drip catcher lids. They're dishwasher safe, reusable. They're good for the environment. Designed to hold Quixicle sticks. Oh, they go with the Quixicle sticks. Cross-sell Quixicle sticks. Cross-sell.
No, it's a separate
Kids, families, kids. Courtney, you got kids who want these?
Yeah.
Or grown-ups like Amy.
I need a bib.
The fondue.
That's all right, because I had to show somebody the catalog.
Courtney, did you get your fondue set?
Not yet. I've been anxiously waiting for it though.
So our next one is our fondue set with telescoping rods.
It gets going for days.
That's a good.
Is that a good feature?
Yes.
It just goes for
Telescoping rods
days.
feature.
Okay.
So you're not reaching over the table. You can elongate it.
I have about 5 or 6 minutes left.
I got any more time? Just to me out.
Exactly.
Who needs these? I would say women all women, because we love fondue.
Anybody who
People who
fire
go camping.
Anybody who's fire pit?
People with fire pits, fireplaces. I do my marshmallows like over the stovetop.
Amen. Except work at a potholder.
Do the Cub Scouts and Girl Scouts
Yes.
camping?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Good for kids, especially in scouts.
There's nothing like giving a kid a pointy object that's 6 foot long and let him run around in the dark.
Right?
Away from a campfire with hot molten marshmallow on the end.
I'd rather them poke themselves than burn themselves in the fire.
Bernie says, she'd rather than poke themselves and burn themselves.
Okay,
Cross-sell. What can we cross-sell with the fondue set?
A rock.
What? A rock rock?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
drop top slow cooker. Yeah, baby. Get it.
brownie pan.
Brownie pan?
Yeah, because I'll do my brownie pan chocolate. Don't look at me like I have 3 heads.
I'm not
Whatever,
judging
you're
you.
there with me.
Honey, just give me the spatula.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Alright.
ourselves for the steamer.
Oh, I need a cross-sell for the multi-pot and steamer. What can we cross-sell with that? What can I cross-sell with that?
The mix and mash if you're making potatoes.
The mix and mash. She says mix and mash like you're making potatoes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say like all the utensils, all of them. We need all the new ones, especially the new metal ones, because they are resistant to metal. You can use metal on them.
Oh, that's another feature.
Yeah, resistant, metal resistant. Or same for metal utensils. Multi-pot.
Oh, we need to figure out how do we get bookings.
Oh, okay. How do you get bookings for the cups? I can't hear you, Courtney. You're on mute.
Call all your grandchildren.
Sorry, I was yelling at my kids.
So what would be a feature?
So, could you do like a kids party? Like a
Yeah,
ice cream
kids
summer
party.
pool?
That's what I was.
Kids party.
That's what I was trying to say.
Sure. Still my credit.
I didn't think you wanted to hear me yelling at my kids, so I muted myself.
And the measuring cup said that can be like a bridal thing or the fondue set.
The fondue set.
Like a ladies' night type thing.
You do ladies' night, wine, cheese, and chocolate.
Couples night.
You can do that kind of a booking.
Couples night.
What kind of booking would you get with this?
This is a joke.
So you gotta have a party.
You gotta have a party to get it because it's one. Amy says it's too damn expensive.
So see,
Can you say damn on Zoom?
see that? See how
You
that's
just
an
did.
issue? So when I was cooking with it, I had to do it like this. Yeah. And it set a little better. Yeah.
Honestly, you don't forget to tell your host they can get this pot any time of year 50% off. So, you know, in April they're doing 60% off for any item in the catalog. So you can do that for like April and another part of the year. But at any time of the year, can they get any cookware, any piece, 50% off at least. Good to know.
That's like for everything.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all see what everyone else. They're all hard at work checking out the new products.
because I kind of lumped that all together, but I just wanted to give. So benefit wise, you're probably
The only added benefit you're gonna have is gonna be on the nylon side.
Yes. Because I was very fearful of the roll on side. It's not it's like
Stainless steel.
so it's like that's one of the benefits behind it. It's like 3.5 pounds. Because you don't have to
rolling
push.
Sorry, I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun.
I'm not sure if this is real.
okay, season.
There is Stacey.
I know Zoom can be kind of boring. It's like I'm here to entertain you guys.
We're booking a party.
Because it's
Yeah, because have you looked at that yet? In the back, there's like a glossary. So if you were like, I don't even know how to boil water.
Learning.
Yes.
Learning to
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, y'all see Laura back there in the kitchen? Like she's like doing some stir fry stuff.
It's on here.
Hi, Karen and Courtney and Lisa. How much, Alexa? How much time is left?
We started at
30 seconds.
yeah, right.
You're saying there's no timer set?
I'm here, yeah.
It was about 6:40 when we started. So
What time is it now?
all right, so 5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That is a fast one. Okay, on to next.
Alexa, how much time is left? Alexa, how much time is left?
No timer is set.
Okay, then she didn't set it.
Yeah, so we started at 6:40. So we're about 17 minutes in.
Okay.
That
So,
Alexa, she
yeah.
just can't keep
All
up
right,
with us.
wrap it up. Rosex, put your pens down. It's like exam time.
Alexa, listen next time. All right.
She said, sorry, something. I don't know, something.
And don't forget, you guys, they can get a set 50% off one of their host specials any time of year. It can also be one of their half price.
Okay. Ouch. Crunch.
Kelsey, Amy.
All right, so hopefully you got real up close and personal with your selected productives there. Okay, so let's talk to group 1 first. Okay, we only have a few minutes, so we're going to try to we're going to hit the biggest highlights. If you had any ahas, please share those. This would be a great time to get out the sheet that I handed you and take notes on your own sheet. If you're Zooming, you should have gotten it in your Facebook message earlier today. What? Stacy's excited about that. Okay, so group 1. You had stainless steel / nonstick skillets. So talk to us about those. What is your biggest highlights on those?
The fact that it's nonstick and stainless steel is great. And then we talked about how you can use it in the oven. So a cross sell would be like the silicone mitts that we have. And then
Very good.
just talking about who would benefit from it, we thought maybe like seasoned people, like chefs and things like that would benefit, would use a high heat and things like that to cook this thing with steel. And I think that's about it.
Those, booking is that you want it, it's on sale every month.
Yes, all the time. I think also people who are hesitant to try stainless steel, like that would be me. I'm a little less hesitant because it's got that nonstick. So, all right. So talk to us about teak. Let's talk about teak. No, I want to sing it. Everyone sing it. Let's talk about teak. Sorry. Okay. So, bring it back.
It's just pretty. I mean,
It is
they're pretty utensils. None of them look exactly the same. I like the fact that there was the corner spoon to get into all the corners. It matches the knife block and the new wood cutting board. So those people who really have to have the matchy kitchens. Not me. Whatever I get.
It is. They are very, very pretty.
We said you could, cross sell with the utensil holder. Again, there's I guess a new, I haven't looked at the catalog very well, but there's a set in the back where you can get the utensil holder and utensils together. So that would be your booking sale. If you like both of these things, you can give it all 50% off when you book your party.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's talk about some pancake molds.
Oh, they're just fun.
Yeah.
My daughter would love them. I would love making them, especially like with the hearts and stuff like that. You can make a Valentine's Day breakfast or, something of that nature. They good with heat and they're good in the dishwasher. So, you can cook the pancake. Your daughter can help you because she can use the little pancake shaker bottles. So you can make that, pour it on in there. And then we talked about cross-selling spatulas and things of that nature. Even the powdered sugar and stuff to use the little stencils and stuff with. And it's the host-only set.
Yep.
That's in the back of the book we talked about.
Yes. Do you all know about that on the back? There's a It's basically like a pancake extravaganza set. Yeah. So, and I think another good cross sell would be that griddle, because if you don't have a good griddle, your heart pancake gonna be messed up. So you need a good griddle.
I understand why they put the emoji thingies on the griddle so you could see them.
Yeah, but you're worried.
It's the thing that you're not supposed to.
No, she took it back.
Right.
So I hope people wouldn't.
Yeah, well, yes, one would hope. And I probably also somewhere on Tide says don't eat, so.
If not, they do now.
All right, pancake mold's also good for eggs, right? Eggs and cookies. I don't remember what else they said.
Crips.
Say it, Casey.
Crips.
Say it again.
Really, really
I
thin
love
pancakes.
What? Gang? I'm lost. Inside joke.
All right, so before we get to my favorite one, let's do the rolling pin holder, because Stacy doesn't think there's a reason anyone would book a party to the rolling pin holder, but she might just be wrong. There's somebody out there. Someone who's like, I'd never buy that for myself. Did you have any ahas about the rolling pin holder?
You've got the dough divider and scraper, which is kind of nice. You
Okay.
can protect your toes from it rolling on them.
Yep.
Well, you can also use it for more than just the rolling pin too. Like instead of, you might be cooking and just need to sit a spoon somewhere where you don't want to sit it on the thing.
Y'all are stretching.
I was actually because I just want my mine broken hat.
See, okay, so what
So
happened
it
to you? Let's hear your rolling pin story.
It rolled out of the cabinet. I had it on the low cabinet, and it rolled out of the cabinet, and it literally fell 2 inches, and it cracked right in half.
No
Wow,
way.
I would definitely.
Was it the Pamper Chef one?
It was the Pamper.
Oh my God!
So I got it replaced.
Is that what happened to your phone?
No, so I got it replaced, obviously,
Right.
but I need a roll.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing, I have really been trying hard to think about, like, okay, obviously anybody who buys a rolling pin, you're going to suggest it, because how much is it again? Did you
$12.
$12? Okay. So, but the other thing is people who do things like set their cutting boards behind their knives, they might set their rolling pin out. Those people, like it would get dusty at my house, but there's that. But the other thing is when you are doing things with dough, like you said, it's the dough divider. So, so there's that. Okay, so grill pan. Did you all get a chance to chat about the grill pan, or was it not even on your list?
We didn't even.
It was on their list. It's just that nobody has it yet.
Okay. All right. So you know what? We'll just talk about it once we get it next month. That's what we'll do. Because we love our grill pan.
Well,
So.
these two ladies have it.
Oh God.
I was
Oh,
trying to.
New consultant. Yes.
I was trying to.
If you signed,
Oh.
Amy, if you signed after January 26th, it came in the new consultant kit.
Wow.
I was already told that was
So yeah, Brianne has hers and I don't have it.
Just trying to keep it quiet.
I was like,
We should have. Didn't think about that. That's really cool though. Okay, so those of you who have a grill pan, whether it's a brand new one or not, what do you love about it?
Grill marks.
Grill mark. Okay.
Looks from both sides.
Yeah, it cooks fast, both sides, 5-minute chicken, right? The new one has the added benefit of what?
Dishwasher safe.
No, that's
The handle comes off. You can use metal utensils.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes. So I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I'm not gonna put the metal stuff in the pan, but you can. I'm not gonna do it. I was raised better.
She can't change her ways.
No, I can't. I really can't. Like it just plus the noise. I can't deal with that. All right, let's move to group 2. All right, so let's start with the utensils, shall we? Let's start with the utensils.
Okay.
Nylon and stainless steel utensils. I think we can kind of group them together.
Good,
Kind
because that's how I
I know.
Okay. So we had, we didn't really write down who will love it. So anybody who cooks is going to love them. And they have weighted handles, so they're not going to roll like the rolling pin. They're designed to fit in the corner of the pan. They can go in the dishwasher. The what did we say? The nylon ones are safe to use in other non-stick pans. And our cross-sell was, of course, pans. I think you thought of our mixing bowls, and of course the tool turnabout.
Did you guys see the new combo in the back?
Yeah.
Not the host combo, but the actual combo that anybody can get.
Yes.
Wait, what?
In the back of the book,
In the index.
there you can get the new tool turnabout filled with
One more.
tools.
Read that page.
Already filled with
Dude.
other tools.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh hey.
Yeah.
Oh my god, all of them?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Let's see.
So we said for how to get a booking or a recruit, we would definitely talk about that whole tool turnabout, getting the whole shebang, you know, getting your discount, and how you could sell it outside of a show, Facebook Live, or if you're walking through Target and somebody's in that aisle,
Good one,
you can,
good
like,
one.
go on over and be
Target should be the answer for everything.
Yeah.
Stacey, add vendor events to that, because when I'm at vendor events, people have asked me if they can buy my tool turnabout.
Oh, yeah.
Like with all,
yeah.
or does it come with all the utensils in it?
Yeah. And now it
So that could be
say
for you
what-
guys too.
yes, it
I
does.
love the way you think.
All right, let's talk about your non-stick pan and pot.
Okay, anybody want to read my notes on that? If you can read them.
It was kind of,
I wrote.
Okay, so who will love it? Anyone who doesn't want eggs to stick. Benefits, dishwasher safe, removable handle, lifetime warranty, and also oven safe. We said the handle is not oven safe, though, correct?
Right.
So just pop it off, throw it in. Repeat. Cross sell, spatula, the kitchen spritzer, a mixing spray. How to get a booking, just for host special, any item 60% off. And then we said Facebook Live, if you're taking it to the office, we'll talk about it in the office, and shopping at a store. Again, it's always good.
It just came to me, but have you ever had like so many skillets on the stovetop and you're trying to rotate the handles because you know you're never supposed to have them out, so you're rotating them out this way. So when you do that, you can cook it without the handles if you wanted to put them on your stove and not have to worry about any handles.
Well, and that's what we were talking about last week too. When they go in the oven, the fact that the handles have to come off for the oven is actually really good, because I tend to put a lot of my stuff in the oven, like I started the stove oven, and the handles really make it difficult to maneuver in there, especially if I'm doing something like I've got potatoes over here and I can't get to my potatoes because of this handle. So I like the fact I probably never gonna put a handle on there. I don't even need a handle. Why do I need a handle? I don't need it.
She got oven mitts.
I got a handle.
Silicone mitts.
Exactly.
Anything else on your non-stick?
Did you put that as a cross-style silicone mitts?
Yes, put that on there.
You might need those.
You so need that.
Trim
Plus,
it.
the other thing is, if this has ever happened to you, if you have put a skillet in the oven and then taken it out and forgotten it, because when you get it out, you'll remember. But after it sits there a minute, you forget. If it doesn't have a
How many
handle on
people
it,
have touched that?
you can't grab it.
Yeah.
So,
I've done the wrong thing where I take it out and then I'm like, okay, I know it's hot, so I'll keep the oven mitt on.
Yeah.
And not knowingly.
You grab the other
one. Gotcha.
Hashtag
Good.
pampered not
go
perfect.
back to the ER. I swear. I
None of that was
swear.
I'm taking out mess like, don't get that's hot. Okay. Ah!
Let's talk about the grill mat. Jump to the grill mat.
The grill mat. Who would want this? Anyone who hates cleaning the grill.
So vague.
Men's.
Men's. Food doesn't get
Pull that
through.
out for them to see, Stacey.
Easy cleanup is the features and benefits. Cross sell, indoor outdoor grill,
Rotate
grill
it.
tool set,
There you go.
how to get a booking or a recruit, join, get indoor outdoor grill at discount, and how could you sell this product to people outside a show? Invite neighborhood over.
Yes.
Yes.
And those mats are replaceable, so you can buy just a new mat next time you need it. They're only $10.
It comes apart.
Yes,
And
the
it
grill marks
said
still
on
come
grill
through.
marks. Yes, that's what
That's
it
a
said.
good one.
And it said too something like you can use it for 15 uses.
Oh, each side? I know
Well,
you
it
can use
didn't-
both sides.
It didn't, well, I don't know. I didn't read
Okay,
that
let's
part.
be real. I just replaced my razor blade after probably 6
I don't
months
want
of
to
use.
hear about your
So-
You don't wash your clothes, you don't wash your hair. Don't eat it, Casey.
So you're telling me 15 uses out of this?
I think for the $10.
It's gonna go until this thing gets a hole in it.
Oh, you get 2 for 10?
I feel like that too.
Use that catalog. Look it up.
Something too. But yeah, so if you have small things too, like shrimp or vegetables, asparagus, that kind of stuff, that's, it's not gonna fall through. So, easier to clean up. All right, so let's talk about, do you have much to say about the season's best?
I mean, what? I mean, really, come on. Yes, you get 2 of them for $10.
2 for 10. Nice.
2 of the
Thank
mats.
you.
Some things
Yes,
like 30
we
minutes
do.
or less.
We do have something.
Okay,
Good for
Kara's here
you.
now. They gave it back to you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's your turn, Stacey.
She has some great points.
Okay, all right.
That
I'm
I
excited.
never paid attention
Okay.
to before.
All right.
Okay, so these are great for people who struggle cooking. Maybe they're right now, they like reheat food, but they don't really like cook. So, because in the back, as you pointed out, it talks about what does it mean for baking and roasting? Like, what does that mean? Because not everybody knows what that means. Okay.
There's a glossary.
Yeah.
All right, we need to have real talk for 1 second because the recipe that I made today talked about sweating the vegetables, and I was like, you know what? I really like to cook, and I have looked at a lot of cookbooks. I collect cookbooks. I've never in my life seen that term before. And I feel like we might have just made that up. So we are on the cutting edge of sweating the food. Okay, and you can learn about it right up in here.
Were you sweating trying to make it because you didn't know what you were doing?
No, I was like, they don't look sweaty at all.
What did you make?
It's a soup.
Chicken verde.
Chicken verde.
Soup.
It was good. But
That's funny.
so
Okay, so that was her big thing. Our big
The
thing
glossary.
was about the glossary in the back. And so it's also good because you got your little cook tip on each page.
Pretty
What else was
pictures.
there? Of course, pretty pictures.
How much does it cost?
$2 whopping.
What?
Okay, so how can you get a booking? Like, totally tell them if they book their party with you, you're gonna give them a free coffee. They don't know it's $2.
yeah, I might give them 2.
Right?
Just so generous. Because I have it like
How
that.
could you sell this product to people outside a show? Well, again, you have your membership ad with you in Target, and they're looking at cookbooks, and who needs Betty Crocker when they can have a season's best?
And I love to shop like this. Here's my purse. This is up there.
Yep.
And I just go through the store picking out my ingredients, and people are like, because it's colorful.
Right.
All right, so
Where'd you get that at?
Pixicle Maker.
Oh,
We gotta talk about that. That's the one I skipped and saved for last.
Okay, you want to talk about that one? Can you read my
So the Pixicle
maker?
Say that 3 times fast.
No, I get up. Yeah, I'm not gonna try. So kids will love it, or anyone who enjoys popsicles or other frozen treats. They're ready in about 8 minutes. They're less spills because it is a deeper container. There's a higher ledge. Cross sells ice cream maker or the ice cream sandwich maker, or the ice cream cake, all the ice cream things. How to do a booking kids party, and how to sell outside of the show. Kids party, classroom mom, take them in.
Take them in the office.
I also said people who love it, if you want to make your own popsicle, you don't want as much sugar and then preservatives. all that stuff. Yes, if you put much sugars, you probably want to make your own.
You can put adult beverage mix in there.
And I read something.
We should have made a margarita pop.
Well, I gave her the margaritas
I didn't quite freeze up.
because it was been there. It was there too long. When you do the margaritas, you probably because it's got the liquor in it, it takes longer to set up.
Yeah,
than
but
the 8
you probably
minutes.
get done without the liquor and still would have tasted.
Yeah, so would have like the limey.
Put a lime slice in there for pretty.
Yes, definitely.
I wonder if you could put a little salt around the top.
Sure, why not? Sprinkle it.
So once you take it out, just sprinkle it.
Yeah.
It'll probably melt it.
Why don't you just put one in the margarita? Yes.
Oh, they should make adult fun dip. Okay. All right. They should. You know what? That's probably the name of the porn. All right.
Oh God.
Group 3. Let's start with the reusable cones and spoons, since we were just talking about quick sickles.
Tiffany's shaking her head at that last comment.
reusable cones and spoons. Who will love it? Large families with kids. The features and benefits is less mess and it's dishwasher safe, and they're reusable. The cross sell would be the sickle set, and then
What else can we cross sell it with? It's $80.
the ice cream maker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, it's a whole set.
it is a whole set. Okay.
And that's how we can get a booking too, because you can get the whole set for host only specials.
And we also set kids parties and stuff like that.
I hope they sell the spoons on replacement because I would just give the spoons away as gifts. They're fun.
They're so cute. All right. We good with that?
Yes, I think that's
know
good.
that.
Did we cover enough?
Let's talk about fondue set.
Fondue set.
Oh, ask Courtney.
Courtney's on mute.
Courtney, did you get your fondue set? What?
She said no. She thinks the FedEx man stole it. I don't blame him.
I did not say the FedEx man stole it. I haven't gotten it yet, though. When did you mail it?
Yesterday. Don't lie.
No, I didn't do it yesterday. It was last week
It
sometime.
was this morning.
I think it was Thursday.
I
I'll
should
look
get
and see
it
if it's on my
probably
receipt.
tomorrow.
FedEx doesn't deliver on Monday, so.
No, I did USPS.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I didn't get it yet.
I feel like you're trying to poke me with that.
Okay, we said fondue set, good for campers and scouts.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, so when they go on their trips,
I know a scout
she
mom.
said the telescope rods,
You got
they're
puzzle
based, track and all that jazz.
And
You don't
keep your
have to
hands
be
out of the fire.
keep your hands out of the fire.
Actually, that's a good distance from the fire, too. I mean, like,
Shoot, I thought Drew might
they're
set something
covered.
else
I'm just
on
like
fire,
using
though.
your. I mean, if it was like your garage door steps, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cross
Inside
sauce
joke.
for that is the Rock Crock slow cooker. You know, loves
For
the
the
chocolate
fondue.
For fondue nights.
Nice.
Yes.
How to get a booking or a crew. We said we could use those for like a ladies' night or wine, cheese, and chocolate type thing. Like hang out, have fun. And yeah, that's all.
Oh, we should turn that to GS.
All right, what about, let's do the multicolored set.
Just
Oh,
Casey was
utensils.
licking them.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, we said who love those first-time kitchen owners.
Yes.
You know, because they're so pretty.
Dorm students.
Yeah, people trying to distinguish, like in college, my stuff. Everybody will buy the same stuff that you can have those.
Mhm, that's a good idea.
The best features and benefits for new colors, and the cross sell will be the coated cutlery because they match.
Yes.
The colors.
And did you see there's also another set?
And there's another set. Yeah, the booking.
The sets are awesome. You get the knives, the cutting mats, and the utensils.
That's all for that one.
That's a great graduation gift. Instead of like a
Do
bracelet
that.
that you would
Yeah.
never use, which my parents gave me.
That's if you cook in the dorm.
Yeah. Because we all know college kids cook in the dorm.
I can make you a gourmet
cook
chef
something.
in the microwave.
All right, utensil holder, since you got it.
Woohoo! It's been
Who
so
would love
smoothly.
it? We said chefs and anyone in the kitchen, like it could go anywhere.
Gia, what's a feature of it?
That feature, it separates,
So excited.
so you could be in two places.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I haven't tried, but I don't know if the MFP would fit in that big circle.
Oh,
Laura!
that would be a game changer.
Mia! Grab the manual food processor.
It's in my kit in the office.
I know, it was like when somebody said
We got
that to me,
balls?
I had
It
to-
looks like the right size. Watch it be like just shy, just short.
I need this to happen.
What, MFP?
So hold on. Hold on.
Manual food processor.
What would-
We heard it afterwards. There are things coming out the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
another feature.
So- Wait, if the manual food processor does sit in this, what does that mean?
It just makes us happy.
It just makes because the one that we have now, people put their food chopper upside down in the center.
And the food chopper has kind of become obsolete.
Because the MFP.
So,
So wait,
ipso facto.
Yeah,
Just like that.
The apple
cutter. Yes.
Yes.
It's just like.
Oh, I need that to happen. Okay, anything else you want to say about that while we're
cross sells utensils,
obviously?
and this will work good with virtual parties.
And if the processor fits, I guess I could.
Yeah, and
It'd be a cross sell. Cause it fits. Why? Cause it does.
I know. Moment of truth. It's not gonna fit. There's no. Now get it out. Do not push it all the way in there.
Yeah, don't push it.
You're
It's
not
tight.
gonna- Why
But
would
it
Oh my
fits.
gosh, it does.
Why do I need to put this in here?
Just because of that. You can spin it while you're.
You can, yes, you can just get it going.
We're a bunch of lunatics here.
Bring it back.
Bring it in. We have a multi-pot to discuss.
Oh.
What? Multi-pot.
We
Make
make
it
it
happen.
happen together.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
That's one of the features. Also, you know, they can go together.
Yeah.
It's who to sell it. It's large families. It's a pretty big pot. So, what'd you say, like Italian family pasta? the big family.
I don't even think you need to have a big
stuff like that.
family. Like just people who like to cook more than like at one time for multiple meals.
Yes.
3 people and I would do
Yeah.
Yeah. Food preppers. There we go.
There you go.
Yes.
do say preference.
So like your weightlifting people who
Yes.
wanna like
Yeah.
Measure
Portion
everything.
size
that's a
and
cook
stuff,
it,
yeah.
cook it on like Sunday and
Right.
portion it out.
Put it in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, dishwasher safe. And then the lid tips, and you can hold it on the pot.
Oh, please.
It sits there so the condensation.
Courtney, don't shake your head at me. I keep dropping the lid.
It does not, it doesn't sit very well.
On a
Maybe-
flat
maybe on a
surface,
flat
not your
surface.
thighs.
Not my lumpy lights, okay, you guys? Gosh.
I do have to say, when I was doing that earlier, I tried to do it and it wouldn't clear my overhead. Yeah.
Because you're
And I was on the front burner.
because of your microwave.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yours
I'm
goes that way
sorry.
too far.
Like,
So
I
we
want
got
out.
5 days.
He's like,
5
I
days.
want out bad.
But I mean, I did. It was very nice to cook in. When I was doing the oil and I threw the onions in there and they spit a little, none of that came out because it's really tall. So.
And you guys did see the picture where they boil the pasta in the steamer and then mix the whole thing up.
I did that because I had to boil the chicken, which I was like, but it worked out good. And I picked it up, and the chicken was in there, and I just took chicken out and chopped it up. So,
That's so cool.
yeah, it was kind of neat. And the steamer was not hot when I picked it
Well,
up.
they
I
say
was
it
able
can
to
be a
fold it.
trivet too.
They say it can be a trivet, but I would never use this as a trivet.
Well, no, because then I'd feel like all the gunky stuff on the bottom.
Oh,
of my
this is
pot got
super
on it.
sturdy though. This
Yes.
rim must have like a heavy duty wire in it or
Yes.
something. Say what?
The pot fit on it.
It fits inside
Like,
the pot.
like
And it
do
fits
it like
in
a
the
trivet.
trivet.
Do it like a trivet.
Oh, like yeah, if it's on
Yeah.
the bottom.
Make
So
the
like
trivet happen. That's what we want.
Oh, that.
like that.
But could you turn this the other way and sit it on there?
What, like that?
Sure, why not?
I mean, I guess that's
Yeah,
just
let's
the.
see.
I would not.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
sturdier
No.
side.
No.
to sit it on.
So yeah, so I mean, it's
That's what we're looking
lifetime
at,
warranty.
you guys.
I'm glad we have cameraman here tonight.
We
Get
have
in it, Kenobi.
trivet, steamer.
But you can also just do one layer. Like you don't have to go all the way down because you don't want your broccoli sitting in the water.
Right. Yeah.
So you can just go like that.
Right.
This should be my new career, you guys.
Anybody have anything to add or any ahas as we talked about and touch different products?
Oh, who just joined?
It's a body.
It's
Jackie.
Jacqueline.
Jackie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, shaky, shaky.
Jackie's hospitality.
Hey, Jackie, welcome to the party.
All right, so the one that says master copy, everyone had one. Hand them back to me so that I can scan them in, and then we all have a copy.
My handwriting. Damn shame.
I know you're gonna have to. I don't know if you saw that.
If I think of anything to add tomorrow,
Okay.
your handwriting's probably better than mine. All right, so next up, we are going to get ready for some recognition. So let me crank this baby back up. Let's see if it's. Yeah, if you can just put your products back in the bag. No, not yet. We don't have any of our supplies yet. Plus, it would come in your new consulting kit. Okay.
This one right here.
Yeah, the new one always comes in the new consulting kit.
How long do they last?
They change every 6 months, like the
Oh,
catalog
okay.
does.
That's all I'm
All right, so now that we've got everyone back in their little spots, we are gonna hand out, Casey's gonna hand out some clappers.
What?
Jackie, here's one for you. Lisa, here's one for you.
All right. So,
Courtney,
Casey's gonna
one
hand
for you,
these
Sarah.
out. So like I said, we have some new faces to welcome to the party. So Valerie and Kim, I'm gonna have you guys come up, and actually Stacy, I'll have you come up too as their signer. So whenever you come to, whenever you join, and you become a consultant, we have a little gift for you. Right, so Stacy, I'll give you this one so that you can read it. And then I'm going to give you guys each one to keep. All right, so stand up here so we can take a picture when we're all said and done. All right, so give Stacy your attention so she can welcome her new people.
Woohoo! Woohoo! We have 2 new friends. We got Valerie Brown, Wilkins, I'm sorry, and Kimberly Pugh. They are friends joining together, which is just awesome. Right?
Yeah, is that awesome?
Right?
We're like sisters.
They're
They do those.
don't say.
Give me something along.
So here we go. Are you ready? This is the key to your store. How exciting it is to start your very own business. Just picture yourself opening the doors to your new store. You must be so thrilled. It's kind of like when you opened your box.
Yes.
Have you told everyone about it? How many customers will walk through your doors? That depends on how you coach your hosts. How much future business will you have? How many bookings will you get? Will your business grow? Will you need to recruit help? That depends on whether you share this opportunity with others. How many hours a week is your business open? Whether it's full-time, part-time, or a hobby, you will need to treat it like a real store with real walls and real hours. If your store is low on sales or customers, do what other store owners would do. Have a sale, advertise, and spread the word that your store is here and open for business. You are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You have an amazing team here to support you. Every time you look at your key, remember that you have the ability to change lives, starting with your own.
Woohoo! Now before you go and sit back in your spot, that's what you have to do. We have to add your star to our team board. So we have a yellow star for each one of you. So if you will write your name, I know it's kind of small, but you can make it work. And then we're gonna add you right down here from Stacy's little line that she's building right there.
Go Stacy.
So I've got some tape over here somewhere that we can do that. So
Just like it.
just lick it, no licking. All right, so we do have 2 other consultants that are not physically here tonight. Casey added Bree to her meetings to her team, and she is in Connecticut.
Yeah, Bree.
There we go.
They're taking a picture.
Wait, I gotta make sure it's focused. Too cute. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so let me have your little star.
Can I add Bree star?
Yes, I'm gonna have you add Bree star.
Yeah.
All right, so we got
I'm so excited.
and then we've got Kim. All right, so we're gonna add their stars underneath Stacy.
God, Stacey.
I know, look at her line
Go,
growing there.
Stacey, go.
All right, so then we've got
Just when I take one step forward, she takes 2.
there you go. All right, so we're gonna have Casey Dubreeze. Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
I get to write her name too.
Yeah, you get to write her name.
All right.
And then one of the consultants that joined under me, Adrian, she is not here tonight, but we will add her name as well. We have 4 new team members. Awesome. So as part of our goal of 60 new consultants for the year, we added 4. So we're on fire doing that. So that was awesome. Oh, sorry. Will you write Adrian? It's A-D-R-I.
A-N?
No, A. No, R-D. A-D-R-I-N-N-E.
Oh, gosh. A-D-R-I.
R-I-N-N-E. And, okay, I'll redo it.
Yes,
It's
please,
double
thank
N.
you.
Okay, here's your little bubble of tape.
I think it said and N.
It's Adrian. And
I'm better at math.
There you go. Look at that. We are growing.
It's gonna be a little galaxy here soon. I'm gonna do Adrian.
Oh, Adrian.
Whatever.
Don't do it if you're not gonna spell it right.
Okay. So, as a team, I'm going to tell you what we did with a group effort. So, the Foreman team, raise your hand if you're on the Foreman team. If you don't know, it's fine.
Courtney, raise your hand.
Courtney, raise your hand. Karen, raise your hand. All right. So, as a team, in the month of January, it was so surprising because we were kind of like, just chugging along in the month of January. I woke up the next day and we had jumped to $14,220. In our goal to have 240,000 in the year, so I'm filling us up as we go. We did 14. We did 22 shows. We had 13 of 33 consultants active, so that's a really good average. And then we had our 4 new consultants. So the Johnson team had 333 in sales, 16 shows, 5 out of 16 consultants. So that was so that's just raise your hand. You guys raise your hands. And then that is also Lisa over here and Nancy over there. All right, so everyone is an essential piece of the puzzle, no matter if you're submitting 200 or 2,000. So our goal each month is to have 15 consultants active by what date? 15. By the 15th of the month. So when that happens, we usually have a prize. So we call that hashtag Green by 15. Okay. We were a little short in January, but we're gonna do it in February, right?
What happened in December?
We blew it.
Right, but what happened? Who got what?
Oh,
Casey, I got like $75
and cold hard cash. So when we hit 15 people, the minimum starts at $25. For every person above 15, it goes up $5. So we had 25 active consultants in December, so the pot was $75. Casey won that drawing. So for the month of January, we had the following consultants green by 15. We had Casey, Chrissy, Courtney, and Kelly, Laura, Saunders, Kayla, and Lisa, who's over there. So, and Courtney's on there too. So thank you guys. Okay, so one thing that I wasn't able to print today is I'll post a picture of it on the team page. My printer's being silly. So I made these cards that are about the size of a business card for each of you that will have your green by 15 and all your months across the bottom for us to check off. And then on the other side is your meeting attendance. So you get similar prizes for having 3 months in a row of green by 15, 3 months in a row of being at the meeting, and then it gets bigger when you do 3 more, and it gets bigger when you hit 12. Okay, so attendance is important, and green by 15 is important. So we'll have to print those out and make sure I get those to you. All right, so let's hear a round of applause for our stats table helper. And if you brought a dish to share, give us a wave. Thank you for helping us eat tonight. So whenever you bring a dish to share, your name goes on there's a board in the dining room that says cooking for books. So when we get 15, I think it's 15 names, right? Yeah. 15 names on there, everybody goes into a drawing and you get a prize. So it is definitely beneficial when you bring something to the meeting because one, you get to test it out and see if you like it at a team meeting setting. You're not stuck with it if you don't. It's a tax deduction because you can write off all those ingredients. You can see if it's a good show recipe. So, and see how the timing is and all that. And if if it's not perfect the first time, it's okay. We'll still eat it. At least try it, right?
Did y'all try the ginger tofu? How was it?
I did.
I didn't try it. That was my first time having it.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet. So.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good flavor.
How
For
was
sure.
it cooking it? Would you do it?
Actually, I did enjoy doing it as a show. I would do it for a showpiece. I was intimidated by cooking the tofu because I've never cooked tofu before. I wouldn't know where to buy tofu in the store. Yeah, I had to get on the Kroger app and have it tell me where to go.
What aisle it was in?
It's in the natural food section where all the organic stuff is. So, but yeah, cooking the tofu, it wasn't bad. I used the stainless steel skillet. So I got to sear the tofu, and then I just did stir fry. and then you mix it all together. And I had my husband whip up the sauce, which was really easy. It was like you ginger, you zested orange, you mix some honey, soy sauce, and red wine vinegar. And actually, it was a very simple recipe. I got it all done in like 30 minutes.
Excellent.
And that's just me doing everything with my husband. Like, hey, Tammy, I need you to go do this while I focus on these things because I didn't have 3 stations to have it all put together.
Awesome.
But you can easily do it station style for sure.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. All right. So, who posted a do and tell on the past month? Awesome. And did we do our do and tell tally? Did you guys get tickets yet? You did yours? You did yours? You got Courtney's? Okay. So that is in the green bucket behind Laura. So make sure you tally your do and tells before the meeting, and so you can do your tickets for the prize. So we'll let Stacey put hers in there. And then
Okay, so do and tell is when you post to our Facebook group something that you've done in the month.
Go speak louder, Stacey.
That would
So it's like business
producing income.
income producing activities. That's the word I'm looking for. So like things that are going to bring you income, not I stamped my catalogs.
Right.
Okay, but I made a recipe and took it to work. I went live on Facebook and showed them how to make something. You know, I did a show. I closed a show. We have a whole list of do and tell things. And then we have a drawing that kind of runs meeting to meeting that they're working on their tickets to put in that bucket. All right. So who earned level 1 of the Cellathon? What? Who earned level 2? And do you know what's so exciting about level 2?
Yes.
What is you getting at level 2?
The new girl pants.
The new girl pants. So do you have any level 3s in the house? I did.
Show off.
Any level 4s? I didn't get level 4. A little short. Okay. All right. So make sure I did all of that. All right. So before we go into this month's stats, I made a boo-boo last week when I was reading the stats. One line printed on the following page. So I was kind of confused on why I had this piece of paper still stuck up here with that. But for the award of the top seller for 2017 with a total of $32,526 is Casey. Stacey, you are number 1 recruiter, so I gave you yours, right? Did you get that when you walked out?
Yes.
Okay, I had hers, but not yours. I was making sure. So that is for you for being our number 1 salesperson. Very cool. All right, and then definitely a wahoo to our recruiters, Stacey and Casey. We did have 2 consultants qualify who are not here tonight, but one's name is Kat and one's name is Marie, and then they both submitted enough sales in January to get them to their $1,250.
Awesome.
So that was great. And Marie didn't think she was going to have it, and last minute spent $400 in orders. So she said time was just, whatever. So we also in the last month had 2 big career milestones be broken. Anita, who's not with us tonight, did $25,000 in career. And then Stacey Fitzpatrick broke $30,000. So that is pretty awesome. So 2 qualified, 2 career sales things, 2 new consultants, 2 recruiters. I think we did pretty daggone good. All right, so now ready for our high five line. So with our high five line, we do a round of applause for up to everyone who submits for 750. Then at 750, we start our high five line up this way. And the reason we picked 750 is because why? Reason number 1.
Free product.
Sometimes. Anybody else know? You get a raise. So that is when the commission jumps from 20 to 22%, or if you've achieved your 15,000 in career sales, you go from 22 to 24% at 750. Then what's the other reason we use 750?
Team overrides.
That's right. So if you're a team leader or above, you have to submit at least 750 to get your overrides on your team. And we're going to talk about overrides later. All right. So this person just joined Paper Chef, and her kit arrived today. Let's give a round of applause to Kim. This person also got her new consultant kit, and she unboxed it on Facebook, right? Is that what you need? What is this?
That's it.
Okay, unboxed it on Facebook, and that's Val. That's pretty awesome. All right, this person submitted $58 in sales and is joining us on Zoom, and that's Karen. This person did one show last month and got $268 in sales. She's also joining us on Zoom, and that is Courtney. All right, this person did one show last month. Her top show was $472. She got one booking. She has almost completed her 6 weeks to success training class, and she is getting ready to start Director Bound in just 2 weeks. Her trip points are 532, but in her total sales for the month of January were $532, and that is Stacy. All right, this person did 2 shows last month. She had, her top show was 303. She has 635 trip points, and what are her trip points? More than her sales. Okay, anyway, her sales.
Maybe bad handwriting.
What's that?
Maybe bad handwriting.
I don't know. Okay, so her total sales are $608, and she's on Zoom, and that's Lisa. All right, so here we go with our high five line. Join me up front. This person had one show, got one booking. She had 2 new consultants. Her one show, the top sales were $1,426 from one show.
Awesome.
Her total sales for the month were $1,531. She also earned $7 for cash for conference. Come on down, Stacy. All right. This person had 3 shows last month. Her top show was 1,000.75. She got 4 bookings. She had 1 new person to her team. She almost met her BHAG goal. She earned the sales promotion, FES, it says, level 2, that girl Pam. Her total trip points and total sales for the month of January are $2,021 and $5 for cash for conference. Come on down, Casey. Awesome. All right. Thank you, ladies, for being our top performers this month. And everybody did sign in the sheet, right? That all went around? Okay, awesome. Good job. All right, so next up, we have a training about getting stoned. Woo! You guys ready for that? All right, so I welcome to the front, Laura Robertson.
Looking pretty and pink.
What? Was that for the guest too?
Sign in sheet.
I didn't sign her in.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
you can write your name on this.
I was gonna say double check the Zoomers for sign.
Okay, I'll do that while Laura's up here. Let me see who I got. Lisa. Zoom. Karen was Zoom.
And Zoom people, you should have this quiz already.
Oh.
Yeah, we have anybody on Zoom that didn't get it. I'm sorry. I tried to say
I looked at it.
Okay, woohoo! So,
I know what I like. Fresh house ingredients.
all right.
All right, so let's give Laura your attention, please, ladies and gents.
So we're not really getting stoned in the certain sense, but there's a different way to get stoned, and we all know what that means. If you're a Pampered Chef consultant, let's ask this question. Who knows what the March Host Special is? I know it's next month, but by the time we meet, we're already going to be there. So who knows the answer to that?
60% off Stoneware for the host.
Okay. Is it all stones, or is it just like a selection?
I think it's all of them, but I could be making that up.
You could be, but you would be not, because it is all stoneware. So if you look at the March Host Special flyer, it's actually not alphabetical. It is by price. So the top most expensive 60% off item you can get is the Stoneware Entertaining Set. Ooh. So which normally sells for, I don't know, $150-ish dollars. And your host can get that for only $60. large entertaining platter, the medium one. Does anybody think we're gonna get a small one ever? I don't know.
I think the medium one is small. It is smallish.
All right, I'm just saying, I don't know. Naming is a question here. Then you have the big bowl and you have the little bowls. I love the little bowls. I'm missing one. I'm really mad about that. I don't know where it is. I've sent out my juju to find it. All right.
I just ordered 4 more for cereal bowls.
I know.
Because I like the size.
They're perfect for cereal. They're also great for, putting in the oven with like hot dip. Okay. So we're going to be promoting Stoneware in March. And did you all know that Stoneware was one of the original product lines that Pampered Chef sold when Dora started, right, in 1980? And it's still like literally one of our major product categories today.
Oh, can I insert something right there? We one time learned from Doris that, or I think it was Doris told us a story that she went to like a market in Chicago and to look at different kitchen stuff, and they didn't even know, the people who were selling the stoneware didn't even know how to use it. So she took it home, 2 pieces, they only were selling 2 pieces at a time, took it home and used it, and then taught them how to use it. And that's how the stoneware got brought in.
Never heard that story.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Thank goodness. Because
And I have stones I bought in 80.
In 80? You've got one?
When they first came out, that's when I bought my stone, about 84. And I still have it.
Woo! High five there. So we love stoneware because it, obviously it performs amazingly. So we're going to learn a little bit more about stoneware if you don't know all there is to know about it. So I'm going to give you guys, like, I'm not kidding you, 5 minutes. Like,
We can do this in 5 minutes.
fill out your form, okay? If you don't know an answer, it's kind of like the SAT. Skip that one and go ahead to the next. There's no like, well, there might be a prize.
The answer's in the book.
Maybe.
Sort of, but it's gonna.
Yeah, but you don't want to take time looking it up. Okay.
Write down what you know first.
You know it or you don't. That's good.
Do what you know first.
All right.
Do we tell Alexa to set a timer?
Sure.
Alexa, set a timer for 4 minutes.
Oh, snap. She said 5. She said 4.
All right.
Alexa, set a timer for 4 minutes.
4 minutes, starting now.
And you got another minute after she's done.
So you Zoomers, you all had like about 6 or 8 hours to like do this in advance.
Yes.
So, they might just edge you all out, just saying, because, they had that opportunity. Also, answers to this quiz are readily available on the Pampered Chef website, or if you are, a member of Tiffany's various and sundry, what's the word for all your information is not all in one place, but.
You want Evernote?
Yeah, that.
Oh.
Dropbox, files, like all those things.
Oh, I'm not using Dropbox a whole lot, but yeah, like the answers we will put. Is that you're saying we'll put the answers in the meeting notes?
Saying that you could have found them.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
So there's going to be links in the notes for you guys to go back and get these answers and read more than what I've included here today.
Oh, you're talking about the links that I have at the bottom already in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you now.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna like ad-lib a bunch of these answers.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
gosh.
Go ahead, Casey. I can't wait to see what you come up with.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh,
girl. I have like 3 minutes to finish this training.
We're a little over. It's fine. We're gonna hustle.
If anybody finishes, raise your hand. She's being modest, isn't it? Can you ask Alexa how much time we have?
Alexa, how much time is left?
There's less than 10 seconds left on it.
Oh, gosh.
Alrighty. Ding, ding, ding.
Alexa, stop.
All right, so question number 1. Stoneware is made from.
Stop
it. All right.
I wrote clay down.
Clay, okay. Very good, excellent. Natural clay, all right. And where is it mined?
I wrote the USA. I don't know if there's anything more specific than that.
Okay, it is the USA. Does anybody know why that's important?
Made in America, price tag.
Okay, well, there's that, but
A little bit.
Maybe it's because of what could possibly be in it if it was from somewhere else.
thank you, excellent. Yes, because the foreign countries don't necessarily have to, subscribe to U.S. regulations, and there can be other ingredients like lead and things like that. So
Yeah, that would
if
be.
you're, buying one from, I'm not going to name any names, but you might want to be checking out where it came from. Okay, so there's that. Number 2, what temperature is stoneware fired at?
2000.
1,000?
Who said that?
2000.
2000. Thank you. Very good. Is that Lisa?
Yes.
Yes.
Lisa. Yes. Awesome. All right. It's fired at 2000 degrees and it's hand finished. So, you know what? If you, overheat your stone, just saying, not that's not necessarily a good thing to do, but it was cooked at 2000 to begin with, right? All right. Cooking with stoneware draws excess what away? Moisture, right. And so you get what kind of crust?
Crispy.
Crispy crust. What kind of meat?
Cooked.
This one.
That's what you need.
What'd you say? Tender. All right. Juicy is the correct answer, but yeah.
Juicy.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh.
No, wait. All right. What kind of browning do you get? Even, right. And what kind of baked goods do you get? Delicious. How about light? Okay. All right, this is all coming from the home office, so there's, I'm not saying you're wrong.
Right.
Okay. The surface of stoneware evenly distributes what?
Heat.
Heat, right. So your food cooks what?
Evenly.
Evenly on all sides. It even minimizes the need to turn or stir
Okay.
food while it cooks. So you got those frozen French fries on there. Do you have to turn them over? No.
Awesome.
Okay. It retains what?
Oil.
Heat.
Heat. Thank you. So your dishes will stay
Warmer.
what longer?
Longer.
Hot or warm, right?
Oh.
Okay, good. True or false? Is it safe to use knives and metal utensils on your stoneware?
I'm going to say true.
False.
True is the correct answer. Right. You're not going to damage your stoneware and you're not going to damage your knives. Okay, just if that was a concern of yours. All right, next one is Number 7, as stoneware is used, it builds up a what? A non-stick seasoning, correct. And the darker it looks, the better it cooks. Stoneware is virtually, anybody?
I put universal.
At least you get, all right, that's an answer.
No.
All right, non-porous, right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. For literally years, I had this question wrong. I always used to say at my shows that stoneware is porous, so it draws excess moisture out of your food. The truth is, it is virtually non-porous, and that's why, oh, I can't give away that answer, sorry. Okay.
You'll tell us in a minute.
So it doesn't retain what from past meals? Flavors. It doesn't retain oils or odors or flavors. So you can cook cookies and then garlicky chicken, and it's not going to transfer, okay?
Hey, Bill.
And that's a common misconception with your customers. So you need to make sure they understand that. And the reason for that is because it's virtually non-porous.
And that's what we've been made of clay.
Okay.
Right.
Other stones made with other clay is porous, and that's why you have to soak it, and you can only cook
Oh,
bread.
yeah.
Blah, 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 blah,
And
blah.
that's why some people's stones leach grease through the stone into the bottom of their oven and cause a fire, maybe even. Okay, those discount store stones. All right, stoneware is safe for use in what kind of ovens?
Convention,
Stupid.
Say it again.
convection oven, convection oven,
Very good. Convection ovens. And
Right.
what other kind?
regular. Conventional.
Conventional.
And
That
microwave.
girl looked it up online. Awesome. Way to go. So yes, conventional and convection. And if you don't know what convection is, it just means that it circulates the hot air with a fan. Okay.
it's just a setting.
So it's more even cooking. Up to what temperature?
450.
450. Okay. Even though it was fired at 2000, they're saying they're hedging their bets, covering their derrieres. You can have it in there up to 450. It's also safe in what other applications?
Microwave.
Microwave and
Freezer.
you can put it in the freezer. Thank you.
Can't put it in the refrigerator?
Yeah, you could, but I'm saying,
It's not gonna do it.
Okay.
oh, this is coming, this is from
I
me.
know.
Freezer to oven.
All right, yes, refrigerator,
Yeah,
freezer,
I got you.
microwave.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, stoneware doesn't have to be what before it's used?
Seasoned.
Pre-seasoned, thank you. So right,
She put
Amy
wash.
mentioned soaking.
Of course. She put wash.
There's stoneware out there that has to be soaked before you can cook in it, and that's not the case with ours. What is the result of gradual buildup of oil from the food you cook? Seasoning, thank you.
So it's seasoned and seasoning are the two.
Pre-seasoned, it doesn't have to be pre-seasoned.
Pre-seasoned, okay.
But seasoning is the result of that. For the first few times you use your stoneware, lightly brush it with what?
Oil.
Oil or melted butter or Crisco. Or cook a what kind of food? Like
Greasy food.
greasy?
I don't know if that's the right
All
way.
right, that's correct, but I said high fat, okay?
High fat.
If you're at a show, people don't want to hear the word greasy.
Yeah, right.
So say something with a high fat content like
Yeah.
refrigerated biscuits or frozen French fries. Don't use what?
Ham.
Cooking spray.
Right. I said
Right.
Oh,
Ham
right.
is a brand name, but okay, there's other brands. It leaves a what?
film.
Isn't it a non-fat cooking spray because you can use the flour base?
When I got home from work.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, that is a gray area for me. I don't think the home office has been clear about
An oil spray?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've used like Baker's Joy.
There are recipes of ours for stoneware that call for Baker's Joy, and I don't know why there's a difference there. So,
Put Crisco on it.
the ingredient, does anybody know what the ingredient is called? This is not part of the quiz, that is in non-stick sprays like Pam, that is not in just straight oil. Ever read the can?
I know there's something yucky in there.
Okay, there is an ingredient in there. If you look at your can, it's called lecithin.
Yes, I have heard that.
Okay, I'm thinking that's the culprit. Not that I know that for a fact, but don't use Pam or anything like Pam.
And home office can tell.
All right, if you're questioning that, email the home office solution center. All right, over time, stoneware will change from its natural blank to
Oh, wait, so was the answer film or
sticky residue. Sticky residue. And that happens with non-stick bakeware like brownie pan and other. So if you're overspraying around the well where the food comes in contact, you're gonna get that residue on your non-stick bakeware too, okay? So we should use what instead of Pam? Our kitchen spritzer, thank you. Okay. All right, so Stoneware's gonna change from natural blank to a blank. Anybody? Okay, I said natural color. Okay, good. To
I just said
a deep brown is what it says on the website. It could be black if you're really like maxing it out. Okay. This might be blank based on what you've cooked on it. So
Can someone push mute if they've got background noise?
Okay, sorry. Brown or consistently one color. Uneven. Okay, so if you're cooking nothing but the chicken broccoli ring on your stone, what's it gonna look like? It's gonna be like a ring. Okay, so your customers need to know that that's okay, and you might want to mention that.
I do have a question.
So what's
the
the
uneven? The panel can help me answer this. I did a show and I did like the brunch squares with the tater tots on the bottom, and then when I took all the tater tots off, some of my seasoning had lifted up in areas. Is that normal? Have y'all seen that before?
Sure. Yep, just keep cooking. You're
Okay.
all right. Put some disco on it.
Well, I'm like, so I just thought like I'm cooking on it more because I want that seasoning back, but it lifted all like chunks of seasoning off.
Question, did you wash that stone for the first time you used it?
I don't know. So
All right, we're gonna come back to that.
I think it's fine.
All right, number 14, because cold contracts and heat expands. Now we're having like a physics lesson. What's the name of the thing that can happen when hot and cold come together?
Fissures?
Say that again. Fissures.
Correct.
Thermal shock.
Thermal shock.
There you go. I couldn't the word thermal would not come out of my brain.
So that's what happens when hot and cold come together. It's also like I think it's like why we have thunderstorms too. So that can lead to cracks and broken stoneware. So we're going to talk about how to avoid that. To prevent this, keep your stone blank. How much of it should be
75%,
covered?
2/3.
2/3.
Okay.
Right. At least. Okay.
2/3.
Minimum of 2/3 covered with food.
I tell shows I say 80% because they're not listening.
Very good. And you want to distribute your food over the surface evenly, right? Don't put like all of it over here, okay? You get the idea. All right, true or false? Food refrigerated in stoneware can be placed directly in a preheated oven.
True.
True.
No.
Yes, it is true. Why do you think that's true?
Because the food is the same temperature as the stone.
Thank you.
Refrigerated.
And it's not, and the stone is not frozen cold, so you're not gonna have the thermal shock of the hot oven with the frozen stone. But most refrigerators are at around 40 or so degrees, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's gonna work. Next question, true or false, number 17. To make frozen food like frozen pizza, put it on the stoneware while you wait for the oven to heat up. Yes or no?
I'm going to say true because you're giving it time. No? No?
Okay. You said false. You said true.
I said
True.
true.
I said true.
Okay.
Because
The answer is false. Okay. Very important, actually, because
So how do you do it?
what happens is you put that frozen pizza on the stone, and now your stone is getting colder, matching up with the transfer of the coldness from the pizza to the stone, and then you pop it in that hot oven. So now you're causing thermal shock potentially.
Because you're dropping the temperature of the stone only to rise it back
Right.
up.
So
Might as well just put it all
what's
in
the
there and
correct
preheat the
way
whole
to
thing
do
together.
your
That's
frozen
what I'm saying.
pizza?
Who preheats?
I don't preheat
I don't
the
preheat.
pizza.
Oh, I do.
Nope.
Okay, so what's the right way to do it?
Okay, so you're gonna wait.
Put the pizza on the stove.
Keep your
turn the oven,
frozen
turn the oven
pizza
on.
in the freezer.
Okay.
When your oven is ready,
Yeah.
you slap it on there and pop it in then,
So just
don't
sit
let it
there.
sit. Right, do not let it sit.
Or you're.
Or you let it sit.
Or if you want to be that way, you can
Right.
preheat it and cook it at the same time. All right. Number 18, when preparing a recipe not originally designed for stoneware. So
This is what I need to know.
all right, Pampered Chef website recipes, if they call for stoneware, are accommodating stoneware,
Right.
right? Okay, so you get one off Bon Appetit,
Yeah.
right?
And then my cake falls apart. So help me.
1 to 2 minutes.
So the question is, should you follow the recipe temperature and baking times, or should you add extra minutes?
Yes.
Yes,
Lisa is saying yes, add extra minutes.
Which one? Follow or add?
Add 1 to 2 minutes.
Only 1 to 2 minutes.
Oh, she's,
Only 1 to 2?
you really did your homework. Okay, so the answer is yes and no. Follow the recipe temperature and baking times as the original recipe, not designed for stoneware, calls for. However, if you have something with a short bake time, under 12 minutes, you might need to add an extra 1 to 2 minutes on your first go round.
Think of
So if you're
cookies.
doing cookies, once your stone is heated and you're putting batch number 2 or
Yeah.
forward, then you don't need to add that extra cook time. Okay.
And you better move fast because then the cookies will start to spread
They
as
will.
they sit on the
Oh,
stove.
who knows what's an alternative to that?
Don't scoop them into the other thing is out.
Maybe put the dough in the refrigerator.
How can you avoid that? Thank you, parchment paper.
Oh, but
Right,
parchment
tear
paper.
off a piece of parchment, portion out your cookies, slide the parchment on top of
If
your
you're doing
stone.
it, if you're making cookies on like a round stone, because that's all you have.
You just put a square
it's
on
not
the
on the
circle,
stone.
it's okay.
You're not.
Round,
Yeah, you're
round
not
peg
covering
in a
enough
circle.
of it.
Okay, number 19, false or true. Is it okay to store stoneware inside an oven? This is a trick question.
Yes, but take it out before you turn it on.
Thank you.
Always check your host's oven.
Amen. What have you found in your host oven?
Lovely just stoneware.
I was like, I found sweaters in one.
Oh my God. What?
True story.
There's nothing living in it.
All right, we're talking about stones, not sweaters. So the answer to the question is, my answer is do not store stoneware in your oven. Okay, if you have to, take it out before you preheat your oven. Okay, and the website, the home office website says never put empty stoneware in the oven to preheat. So you're not going to try to even if you're not going to use that stone, you just don't want to inflict it under high temperatures.
With no food on it.
With nothing on it. Okay, you don't want to replace that stone. It's out of warranty. It's perfectly seasoned. Don't store it in the oven. Don't make that mistake. All right. Number 20, don't expose stoneware to what kind of heat, such as a broiler, stovetop burner, or barbecue grill, even for a short amount of time. Direct, right. Let stoneware do what to what before cleaning?
Cool.
Cool to
Room temperature.
Room temperature, correct.
Good job.
Don't run hot, cold, any kind of water on a hot baking stone. You're going to do what?
Leave it till tomorrow.
Create thermal shock.
Fissures, cracks.
You're going to leave it till tomorrow.
I always leave it till tomorrow.
You want to rinse it with hot water after it's cooled and use a nylon pan scraper, which came with your stone, or we used to sell my favorite cleaning brush that is no longer available to remove excess food. But you know what? You can buy cleaning brushes at Target. Okay. To remove excess oil or food, sprinkle your stoneware with
Baking powder.
soda. Baking soda, not baking powder, and add a few drops of water to make a paste. Allow blank to blank and then rinse off.
Allow the paste.
Paste to
Set.
dry.
Oh,
very
dry.
good. Okay. So allow your paste, that's going to absorb the oil and any weird flavors or, all right, and I'm getting ahead of myself here.
Okay, so wait a minute. So it's baking soda
and water.
and water to make a paste, and then we're going to allow the paste to dry.
Right.
Or we rinse it off.
Or if you're impatient, at least make
Okay.
a really dry paste.
Yeah, yeah.
And scrub it.
Okay.
You're like, it's dry now.
Like you gotta go to a show and your husband didn't clean the stone last night.
Maybe that
Okay.
happened.
Are we scrubbing
What?
it? Are we
Maybe.
just layer like?
Well, this just says let it dry and then rinse
You
it
could
off.
probably do a little.
I'm thinking you can use a little abrasion if you want to.
What,
All right.
What?
We're gonna come back to the baking
Yeah,
soda
I
thing.
need to talk about
Last
what she
question.
just said.
Because we're really over time here. True or false? Is it okay to wash stoneware in an automatic dishwasher?
If it's
No.
glazed.
If it's
Why?
If it's glazed.
Why?
What do you mean if it's glazed?
No, we're not talking about glaze.
The whole item
Okay.
is like glazed.
No, all right, we're
But
not
the
talking about
platters
stoneware
are.
entertaining stuff. We're talking about unglazed or partially
I'm saying
glazed.
no.
No.
Thank you. The answer is no, false. Do not do that. Hand wash it. Dishwasher detergents are harsh and will remove oils that are necessary for seasoning. Also, soap residue can adhere to seasoning and leave a soapy flavor.
So she just said,
She said
and I got it on
that.
tape. She said the
Yes.
D word.
I
and
like the
she
taste of
uses
soap.
it
I
on
like
her.
the taste of soap. What can I say?
I had a hostess one time that would put hers in the dishwasher on rinse cycle.
Yeah.
She wouldn't put any soap on it.
Well, that's
but she'd
okay.
Put it in rinse.
Okay.
Okay, so the dishwasher detergent is the problem, not the
Not the
dishwasher.
dishwasher.
Okay.
Okay.
So now, if you are, some people just cannot wrap their head around
Yeah. I have
not
a friend.
using soap.
She
Okay.
has- She puts.
So here's the deal. If you absolutely have to, don't like take the thing of Dawn and squirt it all over that thing. Dawn is like insidious. So just light suds will be more than sufficient.
Wash it, don't soak it.
Okay,
Or-
so soap Dawn is a degreaser. You remember the little duckling with the oil on it? Okay.
Right.
It is your friction
After you.
of hot water and the pan scraper breaking down the molecules of anything that's left behind. It is not the Dawn. Dawn is a degreaser.
Right. What kills germs?
Hot water and soap.
And the heat of your oven.
I'm sorry, I don't care what they say about antibacterial soap. Heat is what kills
They don't recommend.
organisms. So if you feel like, you left the food in the stone overnight, I'm talking casseroles, but whatever. And you think there's germs all like up in there, you need to get the food off of it and put it in an oven at what temperature?
450.
Nope.
200?
Okay,
Well, if
remember
it's
we
empty,
said,
you're not supposed to
we
do
said
that.
don't put your stoneware in the oven and with no food on
Right.
it, okay?
Oh, yeah.
But to disinfect it, this is going like if you worked in a restaurant, anybody here worked in a restaurant? Okay, food handler's permit. What temperature kills germs?
Oh, no, 160 or 165.
Okay,
So you
All right.
do the
What
warm
you're
setting.
I go for 200 just to
Okay.
be safe.
It's
Okay,
165
so,
for bacteria.
right,
Okay.
you
So
want
it's
it like
65.
200 for like 10 minutes. Okay, that's gonna do the
Good to
job.
know.
All right, now we're really behind, but the whole purpose of this was because what is on special again in March?
Stone.
Okay, so you guys, how are we gonna promote that special? Who's got an idea?
I'm gonna go live and cook in it.
There you go.
Okay,
And I'm gonna post like all kinds of these little like trivia questions and see if my people know.
that's a great idea. Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
put that
I
in Send
love-
Sharon
I'm
Safe
going
and share it with
to
us.
share Stacey's video on
Yeah, I'm gonna do that works.
That works.
Awesome. All right, if you are not a virtual person, what can you do? If you're doing live shows, or if you're a virtual consultant but you're not doing the virtual show, what are some other ways?
If I'm a virtual consultant and I'm not doing any virtual shows.
Right, outside of a virtual show, how can you
Take
promote?
some brownies cooked in a stoneware
Thank
to
you.
go pamper a business.
Pamper a business, pamper somebody.
Anybody have any naughty brownies, or did my children eat them? They were made in the rectangular
They
stone.
were delicious.
Dude,
Okay,
no, Drew,
so we're gonna treat a business.
take him.
You're going to have mini catalogs and catalogs. You're taking food, leave your books and some order forms, right? Designate somebody, say, hey, would you mind collecting these orders? And you know what? I'll make sure you get something free. Obviously you're gonna make them the host. You wanna have your host flyers with you, or at least on your tablet or device, ready to show those folks. You want to pass that flyer around if you're doing live shows, when you're doing your booking talk. You want to be making stoneware recipes this month, okay? I know rock crux are on sale if you're a host for February, but that horse is out of the gate, folks. We're booking March
There's only
now.
one host in each show. There's a lot of
Okay.
guests.
Talk about making, about what great gifts Stoneware makes. What's coming up, folks? What time of year is coming up?
Valentine's Day.
Weddings?
Yep.
Okay, college students are, people are starting to do that too. Pinterest is covered up with freaking stuff for college students to stock their dorms now. Okay, that's way ahead of my curve. All right, so there's some links on there if you want to know more. I hope you learned a little bit.
You guys like expert stoners now?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Stacey, I need that stool. And then Stacey,
That's
Casey, I need your stool. Stacey, I need your butt.
Yes.
All right, so
I got it. You're gonna make it rain? I don't know what we're doing. She just said, I need you to sit.
all right, you have to put your head and then our arm hole.
Okay. She just said I need you.
Scared.
I'm very,
very
scared.
Okay. So, has anyone in this room ever thought about promoting to director? Okay. All right, let's just. All right.
I don't know why she had yours when you
All right, you don't know why? That's okay. You don't need to know why yet. Yeah. Doesn't she look beautiful in her dress?
That's
Her
actually.
dress?
It's a
Okay.
great color for you.
It's a really good color. Okay. So, I know not everyone in this room has thought about directorship. However, there are many, many perks of being a director. So I'm going to show you some of them, okay? So the first one is, are you ready for this? I might need help with this. Is you're going to get, as a director, new products. Okay, so you guys saw our boxes last month, right? And I got, as a director, Amy and I got boxes delivered on our front porch. We posted them and teased y'all like crazy, didn't we? Yes.
That was
Oh, you hadn't joined yet.
I was like,
So you did see some teasers? All right. When you become a director, they also are going to give you 250 Pampered Chef dollars, and that can be used for products, samples, registration, and supplies. She's also in the mail going to get from Pampered Chef her Pampered Chef Happy Spoon necklace.
Ooh, I want that necklace.
And it has a little red stone in it because that's the color of Directorship. Now, she's also going to continue to get 30 Pampered Chef dollars for every new consultant she brings to her team. So that doesn't stop when you become a director. All right. Now, let's say she still needs more product in her kitchen because we all love that, right? She's going to get 30% off anything else that she needs out of the catalog at any time. So that's when your discount goes from 20 to 30% as a director. All right, you're also going to get some additional home office training. You could be invited to lead or lead for us. You could also be invited, you'll also invited to the special trainings at National Conference that are just for directors, which is awesome. We have a Facebook page on that is led by Home Office called Director Success. So they keep us in the loop. We know things maybe a little bit earlier than some other people.
Let's change our Facebook profile to Pampered Chef Director.
There you go. So you can get in, they check it. We also get additional training resources on Consultants Corner. We get the Leader Resource Center, and that has information for coaching new consultants and also the Leadership Handbook. So we get that, access to that too.
That dress.
I know, are you loving her dress?
It's like the Emperor's new clothes.
Now, you also get extra stuff on Consultants Corner and Consultants Connection. So that's where you look where your sales are for the month, but we get special reports, and then we also get the director summary, and we get the prior year comparison. So we can look at like what our team has done in the past year, and I'm a numbers nerd, so that's always fun for me. All right, now she also gets to walk across stage in her red dress. All right, when she goes to conference, and so it won't be a clear trash bag, but it will actually be where she put her red dress. Right over here. Okay, so put your red dress up there. So they encourage directors to wear red the day that they walk across stage at National Conference. Now, every month as a director, once your team hits, what's the amount the director has to do? $750, and then as a team, we have to do $5,000. You're going to get a $10 activity bonus, for every consultant who is active on your team. So that can really add up to a couple extra $100 of each month. Okay. You're also going to get a 3% override. So they take all of the sales from the entire team. So remember what Foreman Fireworks, what was our team sales last month? 14,000. So I got 3%, and I can't do math.
$340, give or take.
Another, so you get 3% additional in your paycheck on yourself and your team.
Oh yeah, not counting yourself.
Yeah, so it's everybody together. We get 3%. I get 3%.
I call it 50 times 3. That's
All right. Yeah, there you go.
almost 450.
450.
Not
Yeah.
counting yourself.
Yes, I was thinking 420. I think
That's a lot of cards.
that's the number coming. Okay. You also get professional development reimbursement, and there's a list of things that we can do, and they give us up to $100 back for doing professional development throughout the year. So that's an annual thing. And then we also get, what's over here? Oh, this is a really fun one. We get reduced trip points when it comes to becoming that. Not only do they reduce them, but you also, which I forgot to put on here, you earn how many points, Casey?
3,000.
You earn an additional 3,000 points. Then they reduce your points. So that's like a lot.
That's like double coupon day.
Yeah, sometimes double coupon day. Yes.
You have too many? Can
Nope.
you give some of yours?
There's no such thing as too many points, Stacey.
We want more points. And then also a really good benefit is you get some great friends that it comes to when you become a director because you built your team, right?
Because you get to be on the AC team.
The ACs, that's right. So we have all, anybody get a camera so we can get a picture of Stacey?
First off, Sue needs to see just
All right, so
how fabulous
Sue,
the dress looks.
all right, you want to turn around
Stand
towards them?
Show it all.
All right, so see all of her benefits. You see how beautiful her dress is? Karen's clapping. She likes it. And so you do, sometimes, you know, there's different people who they'll get red sashes and all that fun stuff, and we'll decorate your door at conference. So take a picture.
Oh, we are.
Yes.
It's going to be fun this year.
Got it. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right. So look at all these benefits of directorship. Okay. All right. You can continue to sit, or you can take. I'm trying to think of how to take this off of you easily.
You just go ahead and do what
Okay,
you
you
gotta
do it.
do.
You got it.
Figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Okay. So now that we've seen the benefits of directorship, what's holding you back? That was a deep sigh.
Social anxiety.
Social anxiety. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So are you asking everyone to join your team? Are you doing a recruiting segment on your virtual parties, or are you talking about it at every show? Who's doing that?
I am.
You doing
Working
that?
on
Are
it.
you doing that?
Mostly I'm working on it.
You're working on it?
Stacey did come in the other day.
Actually, I'll put this, but I'm getting
Yeah, I'm
better.
working on it because I've kind of changed my.
Okay, you've changed your outline a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I got. 16 people at my party.
You have 16 people to join
Every
your
single
team.
person who came and checked out with me, I said, have you thought about doing what I do?
Good
That's
job.
a good question.
They all said no.
But
But
all of them.
But you broke the
barrier.
And then it says you have to ask like how many times, like 3 times or 5
Yeah.
times or something like
6
that.
times.
I
The
did ask
average
my,
person thinks about it for a year before they join the business. I was on the weird end that I was 48 hours, but there are people who take a lot longer. Another thing that you could do, is, like along with what Casey said, is instead of asking them, have you ever thought about what I do, which is a yes or no question, you can say, what most intrigued you about what you saw here tonight? All right, and get them to tell you, especially if you play a recruiting game, that would help. All right, so how many of you have fear? A little fear. Okay, so what kind of fears do you have?
rejection.
Rejection?
Well, you just went through that 16 times. Does it hurt still?
No.
So there you go. So what's there to be scared of?
It was, a lot of it was getting past the prejudging.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good one. So here are some common fears. I don't know the words to say. I don't know how to help a new consultant get started. I don't know the answers to their questions. Okay, so guess what? You don't have to know those answers, okay? Because even better, once you have a new team member, you don't have to be concerned about how to train them because that's our job. As hopefully Stacey and Casey can tell you, because they have added to their team, that now, Val, I know I did your training call, but you did Kim's, right? Okay. So, but we covered the same material in yours that you did, and then we're covering Breeze, and then we're doing your call again tomorrow, right? Okay. So we do the training until they are ready to take it on their own. So that's why you saw Stacy listening to our call so that she could do Kim's call. Score. You know, that's how we do that. All right, so you don't have to worry about knowing all the answers, because where do we find answers?
Foreman's Fireworks.
The team page has an awful lot of questions. I also just added our new gals to I have a strong start group that is just for new consultants. So you can kind of, the posts kind of stay stagnant. Everything in there is kind of like, you know, I just bump them up every once in a while. You can do a search. You can do a search.
Do a search in a group for a word and find
Lots of stuff, right? Got that search button, that search thing up front top is gonna be one of your favorite things. All right, so what is keeping you from informing and inviting people to the business? Should there be anything holding you back?
I want to feel like a nag.
You don't want to feel like a nag, okay. Now, there's a couple people in this room who may know this. What is the difference between informing and inviting?
I know.
Yeah. What's the example that I use?
Informing is saying, hey Val, I made this plate of cookies. They smell really good. They taste really good. And I'm just going to enjoy them. Inviting is.
Why didn't you ask if I wanted some?
Thank you.
Now, would you
That's
like
inviting.
to enjoy these warm, gooey, delicious cookies with me?
So it's like LeBron James said, the Sprite commercial. He's like, I want Sprite. I'll just tell you how delicious this Sprite is.
Yes. So that is the informing. He didn't invite you to taste it. Exactly. So we will help you learn like the difference between informing and inviting, and even help your prospective consultants come to a decision. Who's had a three-way call with me before and a potential consultant? So did we did Kim's, right?
Yeah,
That wasn't your audio was bad.
I hear everything.
Yes, I remember I was at the baseball field when I talked to you that day. But that's also a thing. If you're like, hey, can we do a three-way call with my director and she'll talk to you. Okay, so that totally works too. Now, what are some ways you can inform and invite people? What are some like resources we have?
Marketing images. You can do the new consultant bonus promo.
Yes, good one. Anybody else got any?
I mean, you just talk to
You
people.
just make phone calls.
What did I do at my show that you saw?
Oh, well, we played the game, I forget what you
Stealing
call it.
Hearts.
Stealing Hearts.
Yeah.
Yes. That was
Amy, what do you do
amazing.
at your shows?
I do basically a ticket activity.
Yeah. So there's always some way to sprinkle that in. What else could you have ready to give out?
Your packet.
Your packet. A recruit packet, which I forgot in the other room. I gotta go get that. And then Casey, what did you do at the end when you were checking everybody out?
I just asked.
Every single person.
Every
It just
person.
it was easier. The more times you did it, right? The first one was hard. Second one was a little hard. But then by the time you got to 14 and 15 and 16, it was just rolling, right? So practice makes better-ish. Pampered, I don't know.
Not perfect.
And what's the one thing we all struggle with?
Pick up the phone.
Calling people. So when you call people and say, how's your manual food processor doing? What if something has changed in their life? What if their husband just lost their job? What if they lost their job or their hours got cut? What if their kid is sick and needs help with expenses? So you never know what is going on. So your goal should be to call back 2 people after every show, and the 2 people that you most connected with at the party. So whether they're virtual, are you raising your hand or stretching? Okay. Whether they're virtual or they usually, my recruiter, or not my recruiter, my upline told me that she picks the 2 most excited people in the room, the people that are most into it, the people that are helping the most, that are asking the most questions, because those are your best leads. Okay. And you need to offer them the opportunity. When we speak to new consultants, you have to speak sincerely and from the heart, right? And that makes your guests feel at ease, and they're likely to reveal their true interest level with you, right? The more passionate, you'll be more passionate when inviting them, and then you'll connect with them. Consider each recruiting conversation a chance to practice yourself. So that is a really good challenge, is just to, with those people that you connect with at the show, just say, I've been challenged at my meeting to practice this interview, if you want to call it, or these like cards, because we have recruiting cards. Would you mind if you were just my guinea pig? I'll give you a prize. You know, how many people would jump on a prize, a freebie? And what does it cost you? $1 of a season's best, right? You could slip that in the mail and write to them for letting them practice with you. So the more you practice, the more natural it will become. And all of that, you also work with your upline, right? So even though Gia, your hospitality, you have your upline and then you also get this group too. So you get to double dip, which is pretty cool. All right. And then, you know, we definitely want to celebrate your success as you add each person to your team. So are you guys a little bit more, or I should say, are you less fearful of directorship? A little bit? A little bit? I mean, we like these 2 new people sitting here going, what did I just walk into?
Hold on, while we're on directorship,
yes.
Y'all get to take advantage of fast track to directorship.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So if you join 5, you have 5 people under you. It could be you can join 2 people and then they recruit people under them. However that works for you guys. But if y'all get 5 people under you, you can make director within your first 90 days.
90 days, and they give you
like, was it
$500 cash.
Is it 1,000
or 500?
I want to say there was like 1,000 in there.
It's 500, and then if you
Maintain it,
advance
you get another 500.
All right,
So
that's
if
why
so
I get confused.
You will be getting emails from home office. They will trickle into you about once every couple days, and one of them is the fast track flyer. There may also be a flyer in your box once you get into the paperwork side of
I don't
things.
know about y'all, but even more exciting than that would be to go to Hawaii.
Yes, that is totally on my bucket list. So I have a thing for you, but why I get them, I'm gonna let Casey come up here and do some announcements.
All right, I'm gonna speed read my announcements. What is the promotion bonus? I know. What is the bonus that we get as consultants for this month when you sell $750?
And Barbara.
Caitlin, I can't hear you, Caitlin.
Oh, catalogs.
Oh yeah.
Free catalogs.
Yes. So you get a pack when you sell $750 in the month of February. You're gonna get a pack of catalogs, a new season catalogs. You get 25. Does anyone know what March is?
I don't remember.
March. Anyone know March? March.
So
March is going to be the Help with Cancer Twixit.
Not for consultants yet.
Oh, not for consultants.
You get a mini scraper and a 2-cup prep bowl. So that is going to be March's bonus.
I think.
It's going to be a set. Do you know what the new consultant promo is? When you sign a new consultant in the month of February, what is their promo when they submit $12.50 in sales in their first 30 days?
Yes.
What else happens when you submit $12.50 in your first 90 days?
Whatever that word is, you qualify, you
get another $100.
You get another $100.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can double dip when you submit $12.50 in your first 30 days. Has anyone heard of the new contest called Share, Sell, Win? Yeah. Did you watch the video of Jean Jonas and her super exciting hands? She's like, you can do it! Okay. So, Share, Sell, Win is exactly what it is. You share the business opportunity, you sell your business, and then you can win. So, how much do you have to sell to be entered into the contest per month? 2,000 per month. How many people do you have to recruit per month to be entered in the contest? One. You get 1 ticket. You get 1 entry for every person you sell. You get 1 entry for every 2,000 you sell. And then next month they're going to pull 3 winners on March 16th, 19th, and you can win 500 bones, cash, dollars. And then they're going to do that for every month, for February, April, May, June. And then they're going to have another drawing after that for 2 winners to go where? Is that the one?
Chicago?
We're going to Chicago!
Yeah.
So, not only do you get a trip to Chicago, you get to stay downtown, and then you get to tour Rosemont with you and the other winner. I'm sure you probably bring a guest too. And they say it's going to be worth your while. Yeah, I'm making it. And then also, new products, spring samples are 50% off.
So that's how you get the new stuff. If you didn't earn it, you can still buy it at half.
Yep, you can still buy it.
March 1st.
No, you can buy it now.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
They're not, you just start selling it to people into the brand.
You can buy it in your consultant shopping cart. So you can now buy your new spring products.
You could be holding a March show
catalog.
right now
And just
and
submit it
submit
on
it
the
March
first.
1st
This is correct.
and make yourself the host and get the free stuff and the half price.
Also, there are spring, summer 2018 product sales going on right now. My mom would lose her mind if she found out that the double burner pan is now on sale. She just bought it last month. So we have select items that
That's
are.
March 1.
Oh, is this March 1? Oh, good to know. It does say March 1 through August 31st. These will be on sale.
There's a current flyer for right now that's like that too.
Important dates to have. Our next team meeting will be Tuesday, March 6th.
Write it down.
Write it down. Bring a dish. What happens when you bring a dish? You get to enter the drawing.
Bring a guest.
Bring a guest. You can get extra
Dollars and
for-
drawing.
Yep. April 10th is our April meeting because spring break is the week before that. So that will be the second Tuesday of the month. And then National Conference, we are leaving on August 1st. Please come join us. It is a fantastic
We have a goal
time.
of 10 people. We want at least 10
Who
people
wants to
go.
go? Raise your hand. You want to go?
What's holding you back?
What's holding you back?
Oh.
Bring him with you.
That's what I said, and then he was like,
My husband and I did that one year.
I said that, and he's like, no, because I already planned his birthday. He's never had a birthday party, so I'm taking it old school, like Ninja Turtles, like
Oh my
Kid.
goodness.
Wow. Okay, that's a legit
Yeah.
advice. All right, so what I just gave you guys these are called self-sealing envelopes. All right, I get them from a place called My Girlfriend's House, but in each one this is one thing I forgot to tell you guys, is that Paper Chef has these Life Tastes Great orange flyers. So you might have gotten a set in your packet today. These just changed with the new paperwork. I'm still waiting on that. But I put that and a Season's Best in one of them. They fit a Season's Best perfectly. So that when I'm talking to a recruit lead, and then I have a Q&A on the back, this is one sheet here. This sheet is so old, like the original wording is so old that I just updated it. It's probably like 10 years old for the person who gave it to me. But this is my recruiting packet. So if I'm out and about or at a show and somebody expressed interest, I just give them this packet and say, can I follow up with you in a few days? And you give them this and they have a little freebie to take home. So I have these in my bag. This is my basket, my drawing basket.
And you're going to put those words out there for us to get.
Yeah, that's already a document that you have seen before. It's not, but I use it in my host packet too.
Okay.
All right. And so let's do some raffles. You guys want to do some raffles?
Sure.
All right. So before we wrap up, your call to action challenge for the next month is to attend a show with a leader.
I'm going to.
You're going to my February, which one?
It's, I don't know, the 16th maybe?
Okay,
something like
Friday
that.
night, the Friday night
No,
one?
it's not a Friday night. It's Saturday.
The Saturday one? Okay. So I currently have, I think my
Written down
board's the other
somewhere.
room. I have 7 cooking shows in February. I just did one the other day, so now I have 6 left. But you definitely want to come to a show so that you can see a live show in action if you haven't done that before, or you just need a refresher. So that's always welcome to do that. And then go green by the 15th. So when's the 15th?
The 15th.
What day of the week? When?
Thursday.
Next Thursday. So what does it mean? How much are you going to submit to go green?
150.
150 or
200.
200 is a show. So you might just have some individual orders you want to send in, or we have that. All right. So for last month's Do and Tell, which is the blue tickets, for you being on target with your goals, we got some Target gift card up here. Where'd I put it? Over on the side.
Yeah. Target is the answer to everything.
Yes, Target is always the answer, right? All right. So our blue tickets and our drawing is 230202. Courtney won again? That little stinker. She's like, woo-hoo! All right. I hope you get your other one. I think it's in your other bag that's not at your house
Next
yet.
guy has it.
Jeez. All right. So there's that.
Because she didn't FedEx it.
All right. So then we had a catalog drawing. I think we'll go through some catalogs in here for this drawing. So there should be a red ticket. And and I threw 2 in. So I'm going to give Kim and Val each a ticket for that because I put 2 catalogs in there. All right, so there's one for each of you. So every month you bring the newest catalog, and then we can do a drawing, and then you will walk away with a stack of catalogs. All right, so your winner chicken dinner is 628-986.
Not me.
Nancy!
God dang it, Nancy!
What a shock.
She's been out for a while. She hasn't been in the, she hasn't been winning. Casey took it all last time. All right, so then we've got our raffle product raffle. So let me dig past these dollars and get all of our white tickets out. Make sure there's none in here. All right, so next month, make sure you bring your dollar bills because I bet you Casey won't forget again, and she'll have lots of tickets. Okay, so out of our white tickets, all right, and the winner of the product raffle is 7, 4, 8, 2, 9.
What? Go ahead.
9.
Yes!
Woo! So you get.
See what happens when I get money after you?
Boom, boom,
I gave you my money.
Get out of your chair. Go get that back.
Go get that back, girl.
Wait, I got it. Wait.
So since I passed the money on your
Negative
behalf,
Batman.
it's okay. I'll come to your house.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Since y'all are friends anyway,
You should
even
share.
before this event.
Oh, I do.
Listen.
All right, so
Yeah.
that's your prize.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yes.
Kimberly's gonna be so dang happy.
Show her.
Oh,
Show
my
everybody what you got.
goodness.
Show everybody what you got.
Kimberly's gonna be excited.
Okay,
You can have it.
so of course, my daughter's gonna love you guys. And let's see here, I got some seasoned best.
Awesome.
Yes, absolutely. And some seasoned.
She's so killing it.
Yeah.
Jamaican jerk.
So good.
I
That's
just
so
used
good.
And crushed peppercorn garlic.
Yeah.
Thank
We go through that.
Oh,
Well, that's one way to end the meeting.
sorry guys. That was all me. My bad.
So we're sorry about the avalanche that just happened right there. So thank you guys for joining us via Zoom. And if you didn't catch the whole thing, we'll have the replay up in the next day or two. And don't forget, next team meeting is when, ladies? March 6th. All right, we'll see you soon. All right, so let me figure out how to do that.